Alright, hello everyone. My name is Anna and you're on TITI'S French learning vlog. It's good to be on live today, and I want us to use this minutes or second or few minutes to learn French extensively. I want us to have a comprehensive teaching. Please don't mind noise or distractions. I'll be happy to have us on board. It's a great time to be here, and we'll be learning a few things. I want us to have comprehensive learning. I don't really have time most times. Most times we just spend maybe a few seconds. I want us to spend maybe like 10 to 15 or 20 minutes, however it is. Today I want us to learn a lot, and we'll be starting with greetings and politeness. Les salutations, greetings and politeness in French. And how do you greet in French? Bonjour. You want to tell someone good morning or hello, you say bonjour, bonjour. I hope there are also other people that are on live with me. I really want to see a lot of us. Please let's not mind the noise or distraction. I want us to learn a lot today. So bonjour, you want to say hello or good morning, you say bonjour. And then salut, you want to say bye. You're telling someone, you're seeing someone and you want to say I. Then you say Salut, Salut, and that's the bonjour is bonjour, 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 and salut is salut, salut is salut. The T is silent. So bonjour is hello or good morning, and salut, which is salut, is either I or bye. You can use to say I or bye. So salut. Then the next one is bonsoir. I think I did a video on that. Bonsoir is good evening. You want to tell someone good evening. Bonsoir, good evening. That's bonsoir. Bonsoir. That's bonsoir. Good evening. Bonsoir. I hope you are learning. And the next one is au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. You want to tell someone goodbye. Goodbye. Au revoir. AUREVOIR. Please, if you have a jotter, you can take note of this. Some people pay money to get these learnings, but I've decided to give it freely. And I hope that there are many people that will be ready to learn also. Au revoir. You want to say goodbye in French. Au revoir. AUREVOIR. Au revoir. Alright. I hope I have people that are with me. And also, how to say thank you. You want to tell someone thank you in French. You say merci. 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 I can see someone is joining. EDN Ventures, you're welcome. Merci. You want to say thank you in French. You say merci. Thank you. You're welcome from wherever you're watching us from. I hope you're catching up. I hope you're learning something in French. Merci. Thank you. And also, s'il vous plaît. You want to tell someone please in French. You want to say please help me with this, please help me with that, please do this, please do that. So please is s'il vous plaît. Then the s'il vous plaît is a formal way of saying please. While s'il te plaît is please in an informal way. Informal, you know, sometimes there are some words in French that we have formal and we have informal. So for the formal way, for instance, you want to use it for someone that is older than you, not someone that is your friend or someone that is a stranger. You say s'il vous plaît. SILVOUSPLAIT. S'il vous plaît. That's please, a formal way of saying what? Please. Then you want to say please in an informal way, maybe to a child or to your age mates or your friends. You say s'il te plaît. SILTEPLAIT. S'il te plaît. So that is how to say please. S'il vous plaît in a formal way, then s'il te plaît in an informal way. I hope you are getting something and I hope you are learning something. I hope I'm not too fast. French is very sweet, it's very interesting. If you put your mind to it, it's not hard to learn. Alright, well, from wherever you're watching us from, I want us to follow. I hope you are catching something. I hope you are learning something. Alright, so the next one, there are many other ways to greet in French. Good night. Okay, I can see someone else is joining us. Perez, you're welcome. I hope you are catching. Please don't mind the noise or distraction. I've determined I'm going to go live today and I'm not moved by the distraction. I want us to follow. I hope you can hear me clearly. You're welcome. Perez, you're welcome. I can see you. You're welcome. And it's nice to have you in this lesson, in this teaching. We've talked about greetings. Bonjour. Hello. Good morning. Salut, which is I or bye. Then bonsoir, which is good evening. And au revoir, that's goodbye. And thank you, that's merci. Then s'il vous plaît and s'il te plaît. S'il vous plaît is a formal way of saying please in French, and s'il te plaît is an informal way of saying please. Alright, we have other ways of greeting. We have greeting good night. Good night is bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. You want to tell someone good night? Bonne nuit. BONNE NUIT. The T at the end of that nuit is silent. Bonne nuit, not bonne nuit. So the T is silent there. Bonne nuit. Alright, I hope you are following. It's a great time to be here to teach. And there are many other greetings in French. I want us to proceed to the second lesson, which is written here because I have a note. I jotted some things. And the next one is introducing yourself in French. C'est présenter. C'est présenter. You are introducing yourself in French. It's just like a short way of introducing yourself. These are little things you should know as beginners in French. There are little things you should know, we should be familiar with to greet in French. You want to greet someone, or you want to ask someone what is your name, or you want to introduce yourself in French. Comment tu t'appelles? What is your name? Maybe you are meeting someone for the first time, or you don't know this person, maybe the person is a stranger, and you want to ask the person, what is your name? Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? So that's, what is your name? Comment tu t'appelles? What is your name? So the person responds, je m'appelle, je m'appelle, je m'appelle John, je m'appelle Peter, je m'appelle Esther. So you can use any name there. Je m'appelle. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? That's what. What is your name? Comment tu t'appelles? Then the response is je m'appelle. Then you put your name. That is, my name is. Je m'appelle is my name is. Well, for instance, I want to say my name is Anna. Je m'appelle Anna. So you use your name there. So that is simple way of introducing yourself in French. Then you want to say, how are you? How are you? Ça va or comment ça va? How are you in French is comment ça va, or you can just say ça va. Maybe if it's your friend, you can just say ça va. So that's how are you? And the person responds, ça va bien, ça va bien, ça va bien, merci. That is, I am doing well or I am fine, thank you. Merci is what? Thank you. I think I've taught that before. Merci is thank you in French. So, ça va bien is I am fine or I am doing well. Then, thank you, merci. Ça va bien, merci. I am fine, thank you. I hope you are catching up with the learning, with the teaching. I hope you are learning something new in French, and I hope you are getting what is being taught. Alright, thank you for staying till this time. For those that are following on this live teaching, let's proceed to another teaching. Today I'll just be summarizing some things. Maybe the next time we'll have an extensive teaching, more than this, comprehensive learning. So the next one we are moving to now, for this teaching, is essential verbs in the present tense. There are some verbs in French that you must know to be able to construct sentence. Without these verbs, you can't make any reasonable sentence. You can't bypass these verbs in French. They are very vital, they are very important when it comes to French language. So, these essential verbs, we are going to be working in the present tense for today. Present tense. So, the verb être, the verb to be, the verb être, the verb to be, E-T-R-E, the verb être, the verb to be. So to be is être. And what is the conjugation? You have to know how to do the conjugation of this verb. Maybe after this live, I'm going to give I'm going to make a record, or sorry, a video of, or maybe in the description I'm going to put how to conjugate these verbs, because without these verbs you can't make any reasonable sentence in French. The verb être is the verb to be. And how do you conjugate this verb? Conjugation in French. That is, you are going to know the right, for instance, you want to make a sentence in French. So you must learn to conjugate a verb so that you can be able to use the right pronouns on each of the verb. Are we together? I hope you are following. Alright. The verb être is the verb to be. And how do you conjugate this verb? You want to say I am. You want to make a sentence, I am this, I am that. Je suis. Je suis. J-E-S-U-I-S. Je suis. Je is I, then suis is am. Suis, the spelling is S-U-I-S. But the S at the end is silent. You don't say je suis. You say je suis. I am. Je suis. I am. Then tu es. Tu es. You are. Tu es. You are. Je suis. I am. J-E-S-U-I-S. Je suis. I am. Tu es. You are. You want to tell someone you are this? Is tu es. T-U-E-S. Tu es. T-U-E-S. Je suis is I am. Tu es is you are. Il ou elle est. He or she is. Il ou elle est. He or she is. I, elle is E. So if you want to say E, H-E, which is a pronoun in English, so you want to convert it to French, is what? I-L. Il is E. H-E, if a masculine, it means masculine. So H-E is what? Il in French. I-L, il. While she is what? L. E-L-L-E. E-double-L-E. That's she. So E is il, which is I-L. Then she is L, which is E-double-L-E. I hope you are learning something. I hope you are still following. I hope it's not boring. French is sweet if you put your mind to it. It's a very interesting language, and I wish to share it to as many that want to learn it. Alright, the next one is Nous sommes. Nous sommes. Nous sommes is we are. We are. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. You want to say, make a sentence and say we are. Nous sommes. You must learn to conjugate in French, because without conjugation of a verb, you can't make a sentence. You don't know the right words, the right pronouns to use, or to match rightly to make a sentence. So that is why conjugation is very important in French. Nous sommes. Nous, N-O-U-S. Nous is we, W-E. We. Nous is we. We are. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. S-O-M-M-E-S. That's some. Nous sommes. N-O-U-S is nous, which is we, and S-O-M-M-E-S is some, which is are. That is, it's being combined. Nous sommes. We are. Then the next one is Vous êtes, vous êtes, vous êtes. You are. This you is not a singular you. Is what? A plural you. That is more than one person. The word that the vous there, vous, which is vous in French, is what? It means more than one person. Are we following? I hope we are learning something. So the vous is it means more than one person. That is, you are saying more than one person. You. That is, I can see a group of people, maybe like 2, 3, 4, 5. I can say you. So that you in this context is not for one person. It's for more than one person. A group of people. So vous êtes. Vous êtes. That's you are for more than one person. You are. Vous êtes. ETES. Vous êtes. Then the next one is ils ou elles sont. The ou is o. So in French, or you want to say or, which is or. You want to say this or that. So that or there is what they call it ou in French. So I hope we are learning something. So the il or elle, what I'm trying to say is that I'm saying he or she, because il, which is il, is e. Why why she, which is L, ELLE, is what? She. YIL is EHE. So you want to say they are. You are classifying many people now, saying they are. They are. So they are is what? Il or elle. That il is for group of masculine, group of maybe men, group of men or masculine. YL is for group of feminine. That is majority of the crowd, or the crowd that you are referring to are female. Il is for masculine or male. YL is for, which is ELLE, is for what? Feminine, for female. So il ou elles sont, that is he or she are. Mistake. That's il or elles sont. Here is they. It's not he or she. The one that is because this one is having s. It's having what? Il. Even though you pronounce it as il, it's having s. ILS. While the next one, which is the L, is what? Having s too. ELLES. So for the they is ILS, il, then ELLES. Il ou elles sont. SONT. Il ou elles sont is what? They are. So the il is for group of masculine or male, while the L is for group of feminine. That is they are. Ils sont or elles sont. I hope we are learning something. I hope I'm not too fast. I hope we are catching up. French is interesting. If you put your mind to it, it's a sweet language to learn. And I hope I have people that are also willing to learn. Alright. Now quickly, let's move to the next one. The next one, we've conjugated the verb être, which is to be. Now let me summarize it. Je suis, I am. Tu es, you are. Il ou elle est, he or she is. Nous sommes, we are. Vous êtes, you are. That is for mass. This vous êtes is for singular you. It is more than one people, more than one person. While ils ou elles sont is what? They are. Alright. Let's move to avoir. Avoir, to have. So this is the second verb that is very vital in French. Avoir. 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 Avoir is a verb that means to have. You want to say I have, you have, we have, they have. So you must learn these verbs before you can make a sentence in French. So avoir, to have. Avoir means what? To have. Now, how do we conjugate this verb in French? In French, yes. So, je, what to say I have. Je. J apostrophe A-I. J apostrophe A-I. J apostrophe A-I. That's what I have. Je. So the J, J-E is I. So, but because the first, the AI, which is the have, is having a what? Whenever you have two, um, um, what's the word? Two vowel words that are facing each other in French, one has to what? One has to disappear. Let me use that word because that J, assuming the A is another letter that is consonant, the A will still, the E will still remain, which is J, J-E. But because the A there is a vowel and also the E, which is J-E, is also a vowel. So the J will have to have an apostrophe. It will not come as J-E, but it will come as J apostrophe. It still means I. J apostrophe. The reason why the E has to go is because there's another vowel which is AI, which is A, that is coming next to the vowel. So whenever you have two vowel words, they can't stay together in French. You have to, one has to disappear, especially the first one, which is J-E. So the E has to disappear and become apostrophe. So it has to be hidden, while the A will be there. So J, if you observe, I'm trying to explain this so that you can understand. If you check the F, the verb to be J-E, I said je suis, which is J-E, then S-U-I-S. So J is I. So that J-E is also meant to appear for the I have, which is J. But because the A-I, the A is a vowel. So that vowel, because there is already a vowel that's coming after that J-E. So the E disappears from the J-E, then it becomes apostrophe. That's J apostrophe. J apostrophe. So je, that is I have. Je. J apostrophe A-I is what? I have. Je. I have. I hope you are still following. I hope I'm not boring us. I hope we are learning something. I hope we've learned something thus far. Maybe I should stop here. Maybe I should continue. I'm not really seeing us being active again. Please let us. Are we there? Please let us be active on the page. Let us be active on the live teaching. Let's do it to like, comment, and whatever we feel that we don't understand, you can write it on the comment section. I would respond. All right. Let me stop here for now. The next live will continue from where I stopped. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me on this live at EDN Ventures. Thank you so much. Perez, thank you so much. I'm grateful for your time. And as many that also come across the live, thank you so much for availing your time to be on live. And please, if you are not on live, please take time to go through the video, the live teaching, so you can learn something. In the next live, we're going to continue from here. Thank you so much. I'll be expecting your feedback. I'll be expecting your response. If there's anything you don't understand, please let me know. Thank you so much.